What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video. Up early, just taking a walk along the river here. We're back in Bangkok, Thailand. Got up early. I discovered this little boardwalk when I was kind of exploring on Google Maps, and I was like, let me see if I get there early enough, if maybe there won't be a ton of people out there and I can do a little walk and talk. So that's what we're gonna do today. You can hear the waves lapping against the wall behind me back there. It's a nice day, and it rained yesterday, so it's not super hot, and it's early, so we might be okay. But what I wanted to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, was dreams. And I know I talk about that a lot on this channel, and that's mainly because I think that's what life is all about, right? I think life is about goals and dreams and achieving those. Everything else is just like the path it takes to get to our goals and dreams. And I want to talk about today the fact that you can't rob me of my dreams. You know, as much as people try to deflate your dreams, as much as people try to call you crazy, as much as people try to, as soon as you tell them kind of what you're trying to do in life, they try to tell you it can't be done or why you can't do it. I'm here to say that they cannot rob me, they cannot rob you, they cannot rob us of our dreams, even if that means we have to die with those dreams. And I think that's the level of dedication I want to bring to the things I'm trying to do in life from now on. I want to bring that level of dedication to where, like, even if I have to go after it my entire life and it never happens for me, and I like die with those same goals and dreams ahead of me, that's what I'm trying to do, right? I'm never trying to like give up on them. I'm never trying to like let them go. I don't care if I'm 85, you know what I mean? Like, if this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I'm trying to do. And I've noticed for myself, and I think for a lot of other people, we have goals, we have dreams, but as soon as we hit some resistance, we give up on them. As soon as like we hit a certain age and we're like, well, I haven't done it by 40, I can't do it. As soon as someone breaks down in what seems like a logical manner why we can't do it, we give up on it. You know, as soon as it gets too tough, as soon as we get too broke, no matter what it is, it's like, it's almost like we're always looking for an excuse to give up on our dreams, right? It's like, you know, because holding on to dreams is hard, right? It's fun when we first think about it and we're like, ooh, I want to do that. I'm the king of that. I'm the king of being like, ooh, I'm gonna do that, right? But as soon as like I really have to start working at it, it's like I'm looking for an excuse to give up on to give up on it, right? And so that's what we do so many times, is like, as soon as something comes along and it's some type of barrier or there's any type of resistance, we're immediately like, oh, I can't do it. But then we look at our lives and we're not as happy as we could be. We're not as fulfilled as we could be. We're not enjoying them as much as we could be. And we know that if we like went after these dreams and did all these things that we said we wanted to do, we would be happier, we would be more fulfilled. So my thing is this: instead of just only holding on to goals and dreams when it's convenient or when it's fun, why don't we hold on to them like our entire life? Like, why don't we make our life about that? You know, instead of our life being about like paying bills and making money and things of that nature, why don't we make our life about the goals, about the dreams? Everything else just gets us there. And just say like, no matter what happens, that's what I'm doing. We can do that. You know, there's no rules in this life thing. We can do whatever we want. We can live for whatever we want. It is within our power to just be like, this is what I'm doing, right? These are the things I'm trying to do. How long is it going to take you to do them, Timothy? I don't know. As long as like either like I get them done in whatever amount of time it takes to get them done, or I die trying to get them done. Bottom line, why would I ever give up on them? Like, it's all I got. Because like when we give up on our dreams, we're left with nothing. That's the crazy part about it. We're so quick to give up on our goals and our dreams, and then we're left with nothing. And then we wonder why we think life is suffering, and you know, people have all these quotes about how bad life is and all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, because we're not doing nothing. We're not going after anything. We're not striving for like anything real. We're striving for like things that other people say we should go after. And you know, it's really funny. We'll spend our entire life going after stuff other people say go after. You know, people will chase money their entire life, right? There's people on their deathbed trying to make more money. They're like, Mr. Johnson, you don't need no more money. you're already a millionaire and you're about to die. It's like one more trade, like one more trade, one more sale. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's funny. We'll chase that. We'll chase money, or we'll chase like sex, or we'll chase other stuff that honestly hasn't brought us what we're looking for, because we're still going after it, because like that's what society says, or like that's the easy stuff. But when it comes to like the real stuff, right? When it comes to stuff that like will mean something to us, when it comes to stuff that will allow us to wake up every single day and just be excited and like happy, maybe not every single day, but for most days. There'll still be bad days. You know, dreams don't get rid of all your problems, but it helps you get through them, you know? But that real stuff, I'm not even gonna give examples. Like, you know, I don't need to give any examples. You know what I'm talking about. You know, I know for me, you know for you, the things that you're like, man, this life would be amazing if I could get that done. You know, if I could be doing that for a living. If I could, you know, now, as I said, I'm not gonna give examples, I'm about to give examples. You know, if I could travel to that place, you know, if I could spend time doing this, it's different for all of us. But like, we know, but we give up. It's like there's nothing else really to do, folks, right? You know, you hear people all the time telling you like, man, this life is, I don't see the point, it's pointless. It's like, well, figure out something you want to do and just do that, go for that. If it takes you 20 years, guess what? You're not doing anything anyway. You're not happy now, you know? I kind of feel like when we get to a point in life where it's almost like when you hit rock bottom, when you're an addict, you know what I mean? It's like when you hit rock bottom when you're an addict or you're struggling with addiction, it's kind of freeing because like you hit like the worst. Now there's nowhere to go but up. I feel like the same is kind of true when we get to a place in life where we're like, life sucks. I don't know why I'm living this life, da-da-da-da-da, all this stuff. I think it's kind of freeing because you got nowhere to go but up now, right? It's like, what do you got to lose? If your life sucks now, what do you got to lose? You know? You know what I mean? And I'm not making light of like anybody's suffering or pain in life. But I'm like, if you're one of those people who goes around being like, life sucks, I don't see the point, blah, 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 blah. Well, then you're at rock bottom. You got nothing to lose. Why not go after your goals and dreams? And dream big, you know what I mean? If this is what we're gonna do for life, go big with it. Even if you don't think you could possibly do it, so what? Even if you don't have a clue how you're gonna do it, so what? Half the people who are doing stuff that seems amazing and awesome, they didn't know how they was gonna do it. They just said they was gonna do it one day. They're not smarter than you. You know what I mean? They don't have more wisdom than you. You know, if they do now, it's because they gained that wisdom going after their dreams. But like, it's not like there's anything wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. Our actions previously have led us to where we are in life now. I think about this a lot. I'm trying to see if there's anywhere else I can walk. Now, there's a lot going on over there. We're gonna chill out right here for a bit. But our actions in the course we took in life up until now, the decisions we made have led us to the life we're at now. So if that has led us to a place where we think life sucks and we don't like it and we don't see the point, we just gotta switch up our actions. And once again, you got nothing to lose. Say you switch up your actions and life still sucks. Well, you're in the same spot. Like, you know, it's gonna suck more? Like, what? It already sucks. You already don't see the point. Why not just look around and just think about some of that stuff you really wanted to do as a child? You know what I mean? Just think, like, whenever you look at somebody and you're like, man, see, now if I had their life wouldn't suck. Well, life wouldn't suck, right? Just start doing whatever they're doing. You know, walk up to them, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me, sir. You look like you got this life thing figured out. What do you do? How did you do it? And then, you know, once we've worked on something like that for a while, I think we can start to figure out, we can come with a goals list. We can start to figure out like a goals list, you know what I mean? And you just write stuff down. Oh, there's a dead fish. Free fish. You can just, they was like, Tim, you were showing a nice picture I seen, now you're showing dead fish. But see, I promise you, you don't want to end up like that fish and not have achieved your goals. That's how we're gonna end up one day, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, mouth open, face up in the water or somewhere. And I don't want to end up there without trying to do the things I want to do. I got a goals list, things I'm trying to do. Some of them I have no clue. Some of them I start and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I keep it on the list. Nothing says I have to do it this year. And nothing says it has to be making money. That's another thing too. A lot of times we have like monetary goals or things we want to do to make money. Sometimes it's a little bit of both. Like if it's like a passion goal or like an art goal or something like that, like sometimes we just need to figure out how to get involved and how to do it, and then we can figure out how to make money from it later. We don't have to figure out the money part, step one of the goal. We just need to figure out how to like jump into the game and start, paying our dues in the game. Later on, we'll figure out how to make money. But we're good about being like, oh, I need to make money from this. And if I can't figure out how to make money, I don't want to do it. Well, then it's not really a goal, it's a money play. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like, I think sometimes we need to separate the two, or do the first, then do the second. The point is, get a goals list, start going after the goals, hang on to them. If something along the line, you're like, nah, I don't really think that's me, get rid of it, make room for something else. But like, this is not motivational talk for monetary gain. This is motivational talk for like life gain. You know what I mean? Like I just see so many people just like going through life, they're not enjoying it. And I'm like, well, you gotta kind of go after things that you enjoy. And I know people will be like, hey, it's hard enough just getting through life, just surviving. Yes, but in the midst of surviving, we can still be making a goals list. We can still be researching. We can still be saying, hey, the moment I get a chance to go after this, I'm gonna do it. We can start formulating a plan. Because a lot of times, if we don't see a clear-cut way to do something, we just don't do it. But it's like, okay, say you're in survival mode now. And I understand that, I've been there. When you get out of survival mode, because you will, if you got nothing else like planned, then you're, you know what I mean? Like it's better like when you get out of survival mode, if you already got something to do. You're like, oh snap, my coins is up now. Okay, my coins is up now. I'm not in survival mode. Let me go right to my list. You know what I mean? You know exactly what to do. You're like, let me go right to my list. Let me get started. I've been waiting on this. You're excited. And I think having goals helps us to get through the tough times. If I'm going through tough times and I don't know what I'm going to do on the back end of them, I still want to get through them. But like, it's different when I'm like, bro, as soon as this is over, I'm doing this. Not only does that keep you motivated, keep you hopeful, and keep you in a positive mind frame of like, this is temporary, but it's also like, bro, like y'all don't even know when they mess around and let me get done with this, y'all don't even know what I'm gonna hit y'all with, you know what I mean? And that's what life should be. We should always, even if I can't be smiling on the outside today, I can be like internally smiling about tomorrow. You know what I mean? I can be waiting for tomorrow. I can be plotting, I can be planning for tomorrow. I've learned about the people I consider successful. And this doesn't always have to be money, sometimes it is. But the people I consider successful, I've learned they always got some type of thing going on in the back of their mind. Even if they're currently struggling, even if they're going through it right now, they always got something going on. I realize this about successful people. If you ask them like, what is their plan, what they got going on, it doesn't have to be like, what's your 5-year plan or anything like that. But you can be like, hey, what's something you working on in the back of your mind? They always got something. They're like, oh, you don't even want to know about this one thing I'm working on. Or wait till I get a chance to do this, da, 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 da. And not from just like a totally dreamer standpoint. A lot of times they got notebooks, oh, let me show you this. They got Excel spreadsheets. You know what I mean? They done bought courses. They're working towards it. Like they always got something going on. And I'm like, I know this is an area I need to work. I'm trying to emulate them. This video, as always, is like as much for me as everybody else. But it's just like, don't let people rob us of our dreams. Don't let us let ourselves rob us of our dreams. We're the biggest ones. That no one can rob us of our dream. People can get us to a point where we kind of throw the dream away. But it's just like, just hang on to it. You've got your entire life to do it. So what if it takes you 20 years to do it, 10 years to do it? It might take you 3 months to do it. You won't know unless you try, unless you start, unless you like start working on it. I just want us to be like living, bro. I don't want us to be existing. I don't want us to be surviving. If that's the state we're in now, let's just realize that's temporary. And when we get out of that, we're gonna get back to like living. Anyway, that was just on my heart today. I really wanted to do a video outdoors. The weather is nice, man. The weather's not, I think this is the first time I've been out in Thailand and was not sweating profusely. And it's probably because we're right here by the river. Man, those are some nice views. I'm gonna have to do I might come out later and just do like or tomorrow, and just do y'all like a video of just some of the river views with some music in the background or something. I don't know. Anyway, in the comment box, tell me your dreams list. Talk to y'all later.